Rose Tree Wellness Center, complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in media. We get to the root of the problem. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
You are looking live at, finally, the new turf at Upper Darby High School. We thought we'd be here and get to see it last year. Didn't quite turn out that way, as there was a problem with the installation. But this place has been not really a place that we've visited very often over the last decade or so. In fact, Strath Haven's last win on this field was years ago on grass, and over a decade ago on this field. Their last visit at all was back in 2018, where Jake Fisher and Arian Ford and Zach Hussein and some former Panthers put on a good show that night, but fell short to the Royals. But look, tonight in 2023, all the kids you'll see on the field tonight were in middle school or elementary school. They have no reference point to that 2018 Royals victory, and the Panthers will look to go to 5-0 with a road trip tonight here on Lansdowne Avenue. Good evening, everybody. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play on a very windy, breezy night. We are about, 12 hours ahead of what looks to be a weekend-long storm here in southeastern Pennsylvania. The wind is picking up. We are sitting outside the booth tonight, so we're thankful to be set up here, but have all sorts of things taped down. I will tell you in advance, the Twitter updates will be few and far between, unless Andrew Kaufman is going to pump them out after score updates.
We'll have score updates.
All right, but in the meantime, we will just do our best here to get through what should be a terrific night of football for an unusual 5 o'clock start here at Upper Darby High School. So Strath Haven comes in with a 4-0 record, 0-4 for the Royals and first-year coach Darrell Delaney. But Strath Haven, you might see making their way onto the field to the right of the screen. We've got to look at Mike's hand in the picture there for a second. But the Panthers in their road whites, and we're going to take a short time out for the tail end of the national anthem. They're coming up quick here with the national anthem. Be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
That's the Upper Darby Chorus chiming in with the Star Spangled Banner. Beautiful job as always. Thanks again to Mike Clancy on the camera and Andrew Kaufman with the stats and some engineering. And Mike Mayer, glad to have you, of course. And you've got everything else that goes on the website on havenfootball.net. But we have our hands full tonight dealing with wind that's blown your computer off the table already.
That's right, just once, knocked our camera down. We have two cameras. We have Mike on the camera, which we're seeing now. And this is the second camera we use to just get a field shot because Mike is panning back and forth to the scoreboard a lot, and we don't want to make anybody get nauseous, so we come back and show you a widescreen shot that stays still for a little while. But yeah, it's been a busy week for the website. Lots of stuff going on. We just posted the first results of district rankings for the district playoffs, so that was this week for the first time. And normal articles and stuff that are going on, game shots and things like that. So we're looking forward to this. Strange start time at 5 o'clock. But we can deal with anything. Last week we were a Thursday night game. This week we got to do a 5 o'clock start. So we'll see how it goes. And it's very windy. It's going to be sparsely attended right now because not many people get off work this early. The other thing is we don't have enough school buses to get the band and everybody over here at this hour. So they should be on their way because it takes about 12 to 14 buses to get everybody over here. But they had to be picking up the elementary school students and taking them to home. So they will be on their way shortly, and they should be here. We were hoping before the game started, but they may march in during the game. We'll see.
Captains are meeting at midfield for Upper Darby in their purple uniforms with white helmets and gold jerseys here in front of us. Number 7 is two-year starter at linebacker Zahir Birch, two-way lineman number 55, senior J.T. Senkow. Number 62, another senior lineman, Tommy Wetling. And the starting quarterback wearing number 6 is Joseph Sarju. He is a transfer from Monsignor Bonner Prendergast. For Strath Haven, they will kick it away to start the game here. Captains out there are Marco Kaufman wearing number 20. Carter Law is your center wearing 68. 77 is left tackle Bill Brown, and your quarterback and punter is number 6, Jake Kitchen. So the Panthers will kick it away right to left. We won't have much to tell you in terms of score updates throughout the game. Most games in the Delaware Valley tonight are 7 o'clock kickoffs. So we will be, I would assume, near the conclusion of this one by the time everything else around here gets underway. But there are some big games in the Central League tonight, namely Marple Newtown coming off their first loss, a whitewash by Springfield last week. Very impressive.
Yes.
I went to that game, and Springfield was just dominant in a 22-0 victory. So Marple Newtown trying to bounce back against Ridley, who got off the schneid with a win last week over Lower Merion after starting 0-2. So big game in the Central tonight. Springfield takes on Lower Merion. That game is tomorrow, I assume, in the middle of a rainstorm. And Garnet Valley, a non-league game with the Haverford School. We'll get to other action in a moment, but the Panthers ready to kick it away. Ian Gallagher has it on the near hash, teed up and ready to go. We are underway. High, short, end over end kick. It's going to come down and take a hop. Panthers have a chance at it here. Scramble for it, and let's see. I think the Panthers may have recovered here. We will wait for the signal, and they've got it.
Whoa.
Strathaven recovers the pooch kick. Nobody gets on the football for Upper Darby, and we'll get to the Strathaven offense a little sooner than we
go ahead.
thought.
We got it.
Quarterback tonight is Jake Kitchen. The fullback is Shane Green. Halfbacks are Marco Kaufman and James Fisher. Lexi Gustafson and Cole Miller are the tight ends. Center is Carter Law. The guards, Gavin Pilson and Jackson Jeremiah. Will Luthold and Billy Brown are the tackles. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Upper Darby 33 rather. Gives James Fisher on first down, and he'll push the pile for a couple, and then is stacked up there by a wave of purple jerseys. So over 100 yards rushing a week ago for James Fisher. The Upper Darby defense tonight includes All Central last year, Kamar Perlotti at defensive end. Khalil McLaughlin, Aiden Cercio, and Azim Spicer are the rest of the down fours. Zahir Robinson, Zahir Birch, and Kabina Okine are the linebackers. Jalen Johnson and Harris Series are your corners. Malik Williams and Cheyenne Branch are the safeties. Timeout Upper Darby already. We're just 33 seconds into this one. Strath Haven, if you joined us late, kicked a pooch kick. I don't think it was meant to be an onside kick,
no.
But a great job by Ian Gallagher to just find some open space in the turf. Panthers recover it. I didn't even see who came up with the recovery. We'll have to check the film on that one. But again, Panthers swarm to it and have the football second down now at the 31-yard line. Mentioned a moment ago, Fisher was your leading rusher last week. Strathaven trying to get the offense back on track. 3 first-half touchdowns and a commanding lead over Pencrest a week ago, and then went the entire second half without a single first down. So the Panthers trying to get that offense back in gear, and they are in business now, 2nd down and 8 from the Upper Darby 31-yard line. 9-man front here for the Royals, and they give it on the sweep to Fisher, running room off the right side. He'll spin his way in and out of trouble there. Slung to the ground by safety Cheyenne Branch. The sophomore drops Fisher at about the 29-yard line. And we'll call it 3rd down and about 5. So Panthers trying to find their way here to the end zone. Clock ticks. We'll be inside of 11 minutes when they snap it. Opening drive of the game. Tight ends to either side. Wing to the far side is Marco Kaufman. He's the motion man, and you get flags pre-snap, and this is typically in, we're going to get offsides Upper Darby. All right, I was going to say this is usually in the neighborhood of a false start or illegal motion, but Upper Darby's hurt themselves with a penalty here.
Very close to the first down.
Put them 5 yards for offsides. Yeah, the Panthers now 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard here. And it's a whole new set of options here for Coach Clancy. Very likely 4-down territory.
If it was the Philadelphia Eagles, they would just do a quarterback sneak.
But yeah, and you know, just about to mention the wind. You can probably hear it in our field mic and even in our headset mic. We'll get to that in just a moment. 3rd down and a yard. Motion man, and now you're going to get a flag again. And another offsides. Upper Darby lining up in the neutral zone for the 2nd straight play. And the Strath Haven has picked up 10 free yards here without snapping the football. So disappointing start here for the Upper Darby defense, which has been fairly solid. Upper Darby allows 24 points per game, but aside from a 47-point outburst by Marple Newtown, the first 2 weeks they gave up 14 each. Conestoga they held to 22 points last week. So you know the defense has done their part. We'll get to the Upper Darby offense in a little bit, but here 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 19-yard line. Motion man is Kaufman. Give off the left side is to Shane Green for maybe a couple, and nice work there. Coming up hard on the tackle. I believe that's number 10? No. Turn around, young man.
18 maybe?
18, yeah. That's Chad Brown, the senior, into the game now as a corner.
2nd and 8.
2nd down and about 8. The wind has been all over the place in pregame here tonight. I'll get to that in just a moment. 2nd down and 8 after Green goes for a couple. 2nd down give. This is Fisher off the right side. He'll be swarmed again. Not much doing. Maybe a yard for the junior James Fisher. But the Panthers, as much as they want to get things going here in the run game with power and ISO and the staples of the wing T, you know, teams are catching on and are loading up to stop those 2 plays and say, hey, what else do you have in your bag of trips?
Right.
3rd and about 7 here. 4-down territory for the Panthers. Wind at the moment is at their back. Again with 2 tight ends. Motion man is Kaufman. Now keeping it himself here is Kitchen. Looking for room off the edge. He's going to cut back inside the 10. He's going to be just shy of the 1st down, I believe. Turn it into about 4th and 1. And nice lead block there from Kaufman. They fake the belly and go ahead keeping it yourself there. That's, I believe, Kitchen's maybe longest run of the season so far. 4th and just a yard. From the 10, Panthers with a big play already here as we're just inside of 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Wind picks up. 4th and 1 for the Panthers. Upper Darby defense needs a stop. All 11 in the box, and now you're going to get, what do we have here? False start, Strath Haven. Oh, goodness. Well, Upper Darby gave them 10 free yards on offsides penalties, and the Panthers on 4th and 1 just made it awfully tough on themselves here. Panthers' longest play of this drive was a 5-yard gain just a moment ago from Kitchen. They'll need 6 now on 4th down from the Upper Darby 15. Upper Darby finding a way here on defense. Trying to make a little noise and get the home crowd excited. And you do have a little energy now from the crowd below us. Wing to the left, James Fisher. He goes in motion. They go toss play to the right side. Looking for room on 4th and 6.
Nope.
He has stood up and stopped well short of a 1st down. Good speed from the Royals defense. That's Zahir Birch on the stop. And the Royals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Gain of just 2 for Fisher. And the Haven offense struggles in the red zone continue over the last couple of weeks. Upper Darby at their own 14-yard line. We'll get, after this snap, we'll get the Upper Darby offense introduced, and then the Panther defense. But at the moment, it's Joseph Sarju. He is your senior quarterback in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. 2 to his left. And the first down give straight up the middle goes Jalen Johnson into the arms of Sean Henry with help from Marco Kaufman. All right, Upper Darby offense has Sarju at quarterback. Kabina Okine and Jalen Johnson will share the running back duties. Jalen Johnson will see him in the slot at moments as well. Wide receivers are Harris Series, Cheyenne Branch, and leading receiver Milan Jernigan. Center is C.J. Hassan, Tommy Whiteling, and J.T. Senko are your guards. Justin Bateman and Khalil McLaughlin are the tackles. When they use a tight end, it'll be Martin Corona. Here, it'll be second down and about 6. Give inside, first down yardage and more. Cuts to the outside, and Ben Milligan trips up the tailback Jalen Johnson at the hash mark. But out to the 31-yard line he goes. Gain of 13 for Johnson and a first down. Nice work there by Upper Darby, giving themselves a little bit of room. Panthers defense tonight. Jai Curtis, Cole Miller, Alexi Gustafson, and Vince Hales up front. Sean Henry, Marco Kaufman, and Shane Green are your linebackers. Jack Schuster and Grayson LaFrance on the corners. James Fisher and Ben Milligan are your safeties. 3 wide receivers. Give inside one more time. Jalen Johnson finds some room, sheds 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and then James Fisher wrestles him down at the 36-yard line. Still 5 more yards for Johnson. Just a junior who transferred over from across the street at Monsignor Bonner. This Upper Darby team, winless, has not scored more than 1 touchdown in any game yet this year, but they are young and they are hungry. This is a team that whose freshman team ran the table, went undefeated a year ago, and a number of them now are on the field tonight as sophomores. On second down and 5, give inside is Jalen Johnson. He gets a couple. Better job that time by the Panthers, tying up blockers and allowed some room for Marco Kaufman to shoot in and make a stop at the 39-yard line. Third down and 2 upcoming. So Jalen Johnson, 4 carries for 25 yards. He's been the bell cow so far here. 3 wide receivers. To your top of your screen, Milan Jernigan. Series to the bottom of your screen. Slot to the right as well. On third down and 2, stretch play to the left side. Looking for room as Johnson cuts upfield, has himself first down yardage. Stretches out to the 43-yard line. Move the chains, picking up 4 more.
Defense had them, couldn't quite get to him. They were certainly back in the backfield, but he slid offside. They probably turned up a little bit early, didn't expect it, and got his 2.5, 3 yards.
All right, fresh set of downs here for the Royals with 5:25 and counting to play here in a fast-moving first quarter. Receivers are split and slot to the left. Sarju on first down. They'll give it one more time, trying to bounce to this near sideline. This is Johnson, does turn the corner on Fisher, cuts upfield, near first down yardage again, and they'll put him down at the 45-yard line. Grayson LaFrance, the sophomore corner on the stop, and Johnson is going to sleep well tonight. They've had 6 snaps. He's carried it all 6 times. 12 more yards and another Upper Darby first down to the 44.
Good acceleration. They stretched it out, but he managed to get to the corner and turn it, and they are now in a hurry-up offense.
Split to the far side, Jernigan. To the near side, there's another sophomore. Number 23, Cheyenne Branch. And inside give one more time. Jalen Johnson hops to his left, picks up 7 or 8 more before Shane Green makes the stop at the Panther 36-yard line. And some trouble here for the Panthers in the middle of this defense. Just no.
Well, you know, offense struggled and our defense is struggling.
Second and 2 for the Royals at the Strath 36-yard line.
Jabir Hanton into the game now at tailback. He's on the hip of Sarju on second down and 2. This is Hanton running straight ahead. Cole Miller's got him, but I think he has enough for another first down. If they give him the 33, that'll move the chains. And it does. All right. Hanton picks up 3 more on his first carry. And the Panthers defense on its heels now with 3:40 to go here in the opening quarter. No score. Panthers had a drive stall inside the Upper Darby 15, and the Royals have answered to this point. 1st and 10 from the Panther 32. Give one more time. Looking for room off the right side. Jahai Curtis says no. Curtis got off his block that time and got help from Sean Henry and Cole Miller, and they may lose a yard on this one. That was Hanton. call it second down and maybe 11 or so. This is
Actually marked it at no gain.
right at the line, maybe?
Yep.
Okay. Call it second and 10 then. With
No gain on the play. Second and 10 for Upper Darby. Ball at their
center over the football now. C.J. Hassan. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. No score here. Royals will hand it off one more time. Hampton, the sophomore, goes for maybe a yard or two. Forward progress jammed up at about the 31.
ball carried by
Call it
number
a
21.
Call it a yard or so before Jahai Curtis
Gain of 1.
makes the stop. Third down
By number 44,
and
Sean
about
Henry.
9. Sean Henry in the mix there as well.
9 for Upper Darby. Ball at the
Panthers had a number at 5 different players with double-digit tackles last week, and as much as anything, that means your defense is on the field a little too long.
Yep.
More of the same so far tonight, but third down and about 9 from the 31. Sarju has yet to throw a pass. Play 11 of the drive upcoming. Sarju back for the first time now. Third and 11. He wants it all. Down the seam. He has a man out there. Incomplete. Closing quickly was Grayson LaFrance in coverage there. Ball overthrown with the wind at his back. And now, suddenly 4th and 9 for the Royals. A very promising drive that started back at their 14-yard line. But now the Panthers with a chance to get off the field here. And they'll
31-yard line.
make a substitution here with the sophomore Jabir Hampton coming back in. Kamar Perlote checks out at tight end. 4th and 9, clock stopped with 2:05 to play here in the opening quarter. Royals defense got a big 4th down stop about 7 minutes ago. Panthers trying to return the favor. 4 wide receivers this time. 2 to either side. Hampton is the lone setback. Back to pass Sarju. Nice pocket. Steps up. Down the seam he goes. He throws incomplete. Tipped away by by Jack Schuster and Ben Milligan, converging at the seam down inside the 5, and Strathaven takes over on downs. So the defense is bend but don't break. And now the Panthers with a fairly long field in front of them with 1:59 to play here in the opening quarter. Mentioned it last week, Mike. 5 defensive players for Strathaven with double-digit tackles, but that was really Pencrest just handling things up front, getting 3-4 yards at a time very patiently, and chewed up most of that second half.
I was going to say time possession was the key. I mean, Haven never got a first down in the second half, so your defense is just out there.
All right, trying to get the offense going here. Kaufman wing to the right. This is James Fisher with a little bit of running room. Cuts it back into the secondary. He goes. Breaking tackles, 45, 50, carrying a man into Upper Darby territory at the 47-yard line. Give James 24 yards, and by far the best gain of the night for the Panther offense.
Or anybody else, for that matter.
Well done there by the junior James Fisher. He's had 100 yards in each of the last 100 yards rushing in each of the last couple games.
Plus tackles, plus.
Yep. 2 weeks ago, he had 100 yards receiving as well.
That kid sleeps till noon on Saturday. He deserves it.
All right, breathing room now for the Panthers. 1st and 10 from the Upper Darby 46. Fisher again off the right side, and he'll cut it down to about the 40. So 6 more for James Fisher, and the Panthers starting to find a little room off that right side, and Upper Darby with a couple substitutions now, as number 54, C.J. Hassan, checks back in. And Upper Darby with, again, decent numbers, not overwhelming, but enough to have some depth and maybe save some legs and lungs late in the game here. Motion man is Kaufman. This is Shane Green, who's met right at the first down marker, but keeps his feet, and forward progress should be enough to move the chains. We'll see. Big-time collision right there.
That was a good stick.
Indeed, from another sophomore, junior, Kabina Okine.
They're calling third down.
3rd and inches, as Green held for about 2, and Zahir Birch, who made a big 4th down stop on the opening drive, gets a good stop there on 2nd down. 3rd and inches for the Panthers. 18 seconds, 17 seconds and counting to play in a fast-moving, scoreless first quarter. Motion man is James Fisher. This is Green, straight ahead. 1st down yardage for Green. Still pushes the pile, driving his feet down to the 29-yard line. 8 more for Shane Green, and another Panther 1st down, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. We'll switch sides of the field Scoreboard reads the same as it did when we started. We're scoreless, each team with a drive in the opening quarter coming up empty. We'll see what the Panthers can do with their next opportunity when we're back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to second quarter action. Getting ready to start the second stanza here at Upper Darby High School. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman doing the engineering and stats. We miss you, Pete Fulgenetti. Hopefully see him back soon. And Mike Clancy on the camera tonight, hopefully with a good audience at home for this special 5 o'clock start on week 5 of the high school football season. Strath Haven and Upper Darby scoreless as we start the second quarter. But Strath Haven in business now, 1st and 10 at the Upper Darby 29. Off the left side, this is Marco Kaufman for the first time. He'll lower the shoulder, dumped inside the 25, down to the 23. Gain of 6 for Kaufman. And sets up the Panthers at a very advantageous here, 2nd down and 4. Boy, you have some options from here as long as you're not, say, false starting or,
right.
you know,
or fumbling the snap.
Panthers have had those kinds of mistakes through the first 4 weeks and certainly in the first quarter tonight. Now second quarter trying to turn the page. 2nd down and 4 off the near side. Cutting back is Fisher, follows his block nicely and spins his way to 1st down yardage. Birch, Perlote, and others on the stop, but they'll put it down at the 16-yard line. 7 more for James Fisher, who's up to 45 yards now on 7 carries. Right about at his average for the season. Averages about 6.5 yards per tote. And the Panthers now at the 16-yard line. Second trip to the red zone here. Panthers trying to get points on the board early here in the second quarter. T formation, top to bottom. Fisher, Green, and Kaufman. This is Green off right tackle down to the 14 for a gain of just 2. Nice work again. The senior, Chad Brown, coming in off the edge to trip him up.
Upper Darby's playing is real tough, as they should, and they're finding some places to fill, and their linemen are making trouble for our linemen. So it's been a good game for Upper Darby so far. Obviously, I think if they had said they'd held this game scoreless in the first quarter, they'd be very happy.
The wind, I don't know what to tell you. The flags on the uprights are blowing out to the right. The American flag about 30 yards behind it is blowing the other direction. Swirling wind here, not a good place to throw it, so they'll hand it to Kaufman. He'll cut it back. Beautiful cut back by Kaufman, finding some room and has himself 1st down yardage just inside the 6-yard line. The senior picking up about 9, and 1st and goal to go. Stuck his left foot in the ground and followed Jackson Jeremiah down to the 5-yard line. Beautiful, beautiful vision there from Kaufman. So Panthers done most of their damage off the right side of the line here with James Fisher. Kaufman now 15 yards on this drive on 2 carries. Kaufman wing to the right. Fisher and Green in the backfield. This is Shane Green following Fisher through the hole for a few, down to about the 2 or 1 or so. Let's see when they unpile. But Panthers with 4 cracks at it from the 5 should feel good about the 1st down yardage right there. They'll put it down on the 2, I guess.
Yep.
Shane Green, 6 carries for just 19 yards in the early going, but just 2 yards away from pay dirt here are the Panthers. T formation again. Green one more time, and now you're going to get a flag and another false start. And the frequency of this happening inside the 20-yard line is flat out mystifying at this point. Not sure what's going on, but it's happened every week.
I will tell you that all during the last 5 games, it seems that the offense line is moving a little bit faster than a ball. It's not called that often, but if it's that close that I'm noticing it, then it's so close.
Well, back to the 7-yard line they go now, and again, 3 cracks at it from the 2-yard line feels very, very different than being pushed back to the 7 now. All right, Panthers need a big second down play with 8:43 and counting to play here in the first half. We are scoreless. Motion man is Fisher. They go off that right side. Drives the pile down back near the 3. So 3rd and goal from the 3 as Fisher picks up 4 more. Good lead blocks there from Kaufman and Green. Again, we talk about the line and the tight ends up front, but a massive key to this offense is that the backs have to block for each other. And they were so good at it last year, and they had all sorts of size with Austin Connor and Anthony Crawford and Bob Fuskas and just a huge bunch of kids back there. Not as much size in the backfield, but Kaufman, Green, and Fisher have been willing at the very least. Here we go, 3rd and goal from the 3. Panthers trying to punch it in. Off the left side, cutting back to his right. Kaufman is awfully close. They're going to mark him inches shy. Inside the 1, it'll be 4th and goal to go. Give Kaufman 2 yards, 2 3/4, I guess. And now the Panthers need to follow that snap count here.
Yeah, boy, they sure as heck can't use any kind of illegal procedure.
And try to punch it in. The drive started at their own 31-yard line, and now 4th and inches from inside the 1. T formation, Kitchen under center, keeps it himself, pushes forward, and he is in for the touchdown. Jake Kitchen on the quarterback keeper has the Panthers on the board with 7:17 to play here in the opening quarter.
Well, finally, I wasn't too sure they were going to get in there this time.
Well, that's how you finish a drive there, in spite of another false start penalty from inside the 5. But nice work there from Kitchen. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the season. And Ben Milligan on for the extra point with no wind to speak of on the field, at least per the flags at the moment. Kitchen with the hold. Kick is away. It is long enough and good. Ben Milligan punches it through. Strath Haven 7, Upper Darby nothing. We'll see what the Royals can do with the football when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Upper Darby High School. Jake Kitchen caps a 69-yard scoring drive, punching it in from the 1 on 4th and inches, and Strath Haven leading 7-0 here midway through the 2nd quarter. Upper Darby set to get the football for the 2nd time tonight. Their first reception of a kickoff, well, wasn't actually received, was it?
Right.
It hit the ground and the Panthers recovered. We'll see what they decide to do with this effort from Ian Gallagher. Has something to. So Gallagher, the junior, just off the soccer field, high end over end kick. Panthers need to get this one covered. It'll be fielded at the 15-yard line. A nice job by Ryan Henry making the stop there. Ben Milligan turned the man inside, and Henry swallows him up at the 26-yard line. Have a listener out in Chicago. My daughter's chiming in. I guess it's only about 4:20 in the afternoon Central Time, so thanks for listening. And we'll try to keep her posted on how her brother does later tonight.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
There
it's
you
a little
go.
inside thing.
All right. Maybe a halftime show.
Yeah, right.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Royals from their own 29-yard line. Sarju in the gun. Give on 1st down is to Jalen Johnson. Off the right side, Sean Henry there to greet him. Short yardage that time for Johnson. Just 2 on the play, and 8 carries for 52 yards here for Jalen Johnson, who had nearly 100 yards rushing in the opener against Westchester Henderson, a 14-6 loss.
2nd and 8 at the Upper Darby 31-yard.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because my camera's falling all over me.
All right, 2nd down and about 8. 3 wide receivers. Sarju gives one more time to Johnson. Dances in the backfield, slips out of 1 tackle, 2 tackles, still picking his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Jahai Curtis had him wrapped up momentarily, but good slippery work there from the junior, Jalen Johnson, who, in addition to being a terrific running back, is dangerous in the return game, had a long kick return touchdown against Marple Newtown for a score a couple weeks back.
Give him a lot of credit. He was trying to find a hole. He kept alive.
All right, 3rd down and 8 now for the Royals. Trying to move the chains here from their 31-yard line. Sarju back to pass. Jahai Curtis coming in hot. They dump it underneath the coverage on a little bubble screen, and there to meet Johnson is Cole Miller along with Alexi Gustafson. So great job by the defensive tackles staying home. Good pressure from Jahai Curtis. And they'll lose 2 yards on Sarju's first completion of the night. And 4th and 10 upcoming.
Now this ball's either going to sail forever or die in the middle of the field with this way this wind is blowing.
Ben Milligan stands to return at his own 40-yard line. James Fisher at midfield as well. Jasmarni Martinez, another sophomore, backup quarterback. He stands deep to receive the punt snap at his 15. Lets it go. It's a end-over-end wobbler off the side of his foot and takes a Upper Darby hop onto the Strath Haven side of the 50. Down right there at the 43-yard line. So the Panthers with pretty good field position now with a 7-0 lead and 4:53 to go before halftime. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was signaling to Mike that he could start his fan. Then I couldn't get my mouse to come on.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this video thing is a lot of work. That's why I'm so quiet, because I'm so busy doing this stuff. I can hardly comment on the game.
He does it all, folks. He does it all, and better than me. This is also with the idea that I shouldn't ever touch any kind of buttons. All right, on 1st down, back to pass off the play fake is Kitchen looking for a man out there. He's got Gustafson, and it's tipped away at the last second.
Oh,
Ball
nice play.
Ball hung up there just a split second too long, and a terrific job in recovery there by Cheyenne Branch, the sophomore, with a diving effort to tip it away from Alexi Gustafson, who was about 5 yards behind the defense at the moment. So Gustafson inches away from his first varsity catch. Kitchen, pretty good delivery there, but wind kind of hung that one up as it's in his face all of a sudden. This, like I said, this wind has been swirling, blowing every which way through this first half hour or so of the ball game. Here's counter crisscross coming to the near side is James Fisher, and it's read well by Birch. Zahir Birch, 2-year starter at linebacker. A little too much experience there. Stayed home and drops Fisher after a gain of 4. James Fisher, 9 carries for 53 yards. Strath Haven looking at 3rd and 6 now from their 47-yard line. Needs something to move the chains here, as Upper Darby, with the wind at their backs, Panthers will be kicking into a pretty stiff wind at the moment, unless you convert right here. 2 tight ends, Miller to the right, Gustafson to the left. Wing to the left, and now sweeping to the left here is Kaufman. He's got some running room momentarily, and then is met by Birch again. Boy, he closes well, doesn't he?
It was a beautiful thing. I mean, I really thought he had a wide range to go, and boy, it just got shut down. But it did move the ball to make it 4th and 2. So
looks like the Panthers may
they may just figure they can get 2 yards.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Please don't
Panthers offense will stay on the field. 4th and 2 upcoming. Jake Kitchen will break the huddle. See if they go with a hard count here. Wing to the left is Fisher. 8 in the box, and it looks at Upper Darby jumped. Yep, there is the hard count, and the 3rd offside penalty of this first half here for Upper Darby. Awfully costly here. I'm guessing the Panthers were going to kick it away.
I think you're right.
But in the meantime, it's 1st and 10 for the silver and black here at the Upper Darby 44. Costly mistake there for the Royals with 3:18 and counting to play here in the first half. 7-man front for the Royals. Panthers look to take advantage. Stiff arm from James Fisher, and he'll push across the 40. And then the ball came out late. They did not blow it dead, and this is going the other way for a touchdown. is number 20, linebacker Kabina O'Kine. I thought Fisher was down from here, but the officials say no, and O'Kine goes 61 yards the other way. Well, now you've got a flag. Let's see.
Okay, I'll take the 6 off.
All right, let's see. A 60-yard fumble return for a score. Now, this is okay. Might just be a sideline warning. The touchdown is good.
Okay.
And a sideline warning for Upper Darby. All right, well, Panthers were oh so close to a 2-touchdown lead. Instead, Upper Darby now trying to get everybody on the field. Is this, okay, I think they're short players here. They need to kick the extra point. They're a little short-handed.
Yeah,
Panthers should come after this one.
Right.
7-6 is your score. Extra point try upcoming from 79, Eric Tillman. And now here comes the Upper Darby 11th man. And now they're Upper Darby trying to get a timeout here. Timeout is called. Okay, yeah, you want to get this right. Down by just a point, the Royals have scored their first defensive touchdown of the evening. And boy, that's a heck of a turn. So we'll take a short timeout. 30 seconds. Be back in just a moment. Stick with us. We'll be back for the extra point upcoming on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K child care with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old, within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School, on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 6.
All right, welcome back. 7-6. Strath Haven leading momentarily here. Extra point upcoming from Tillman to tie it for the Royals. Ball spotted. Kick is too low and blocked. Blocked extra point here. It went right into the middle of the line, and Strath Haven leads 7-6. And boy, they've had a couple of big defensive plays here. And we'll keep it right here. Strath Haven recovers the opening kickoff, in surprising fashion, just was never fielded by Upper Darby. So Panthers got the ball, marched it down inside the 15, and then Upper Darby defense, assisted by another untimely penalty for the Panthers, slammed the door shut. Long drive for the rest of the first quarter, basically, for Upper Darby, comes up empty when the Panthers get 3rd and 4th down stops in the pass game. Panthers answer with a scoring drive, and now here we are looking for a 2-score lead, and a fumble goes 60 yards the other way.
Yep.
So there's your quick scoring wrap-up with 3:02 to play here in the second quarter. Panthers looking to redeem themselves here and perhaps get a big return. And Upper Darby looks like they've got 11 on the field now. All right, here we go. James Fisher awaits the return at the 15-yard line. Flanked there by Kaufman and Milligan. High end over end kick. It's going to take a hop and be fielded by Fisher at the 20-yard line. Looking for running room and is tripped up at about the 32-yard line. So Fisher stopped at the 33, and now Upper Darby with a chance to maybe get another stop here. Panthers have to be careful. Look, you don't want to get so conservative where you're punting the ball back to Upper Darby and chance anything here, but
on the other end, you want to take such ridiculous chances that you turn the ball over, so good luck.
Well, again, with just 3:03 to play, the Royals turn the tide there, but here, give off this near side. This is James Fisher. Pushes out to the 35-yard line for a gain of 3, maybe 4, if they give him the 36. And brings up second down and 6. Strath Haven with Radnor next week. Garnet Valley after that, but they have their hands full right now with Upper Darby. On 2nd and 6, this is Marco Kaufman. Room off that left edge, first down yardage and more. Steps out of bounds out near midfield, so nice work there by Kaufman. Picks up about 13, so nice work right there by Marco and the left side of that line. Out to the 48-yard line, Cheyenne Branch, the sophomore, wearing 23. He's had a couple nice plays tonight already in the secondary. Stops Kaufman there.
47-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 47. Fisher wing to the left. Run off that left side again. Kaufman cuts it back, and he has himself another 5 or 6 yards into Royals territory down to the 47.
Carried by number 20,
Clock ticks. 2:13, 2:12 and counting to play here in the first half. Panthers go no huddle. They still have 3 timeouts in their pocket.
5 on the play. 2nd and 5. The Upper Darby 47.
Wing T again. Kaufman one more time off the left side. He'll drive the pile for, again, near first down yardage. We'll see where they land here. Timeout. Well, we'll see. All right, timeout Strathaven with 1:54 to go. Thought they'd maybe see. Are they going to get a measurement there? I don't know. This is the officials are going to call timeout. I guess it's 3rd down.
No, it's
they still
Haven
haven't
took a
spotted the ball.
timeout.
Well, right, but
Yeah.
if you're that close, I would think you'd see what the down and distance is. I guess they're saying it's a half
First
a yard.
down.
No, it is a first
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep it right here with 1:54 to play here in the first half. So they do give him the 42-yard line, and Kaufman for 5 more. He's up to 42 yards rushing. So the Panthers without a passing yard thus far. Not entirely unusual for a wing T approach, as we've seen over the last 4 decades, but in the meantime, like to get something going perhaps in the pass game tonight, but maybe not with the wind in your face right
Yeah,
here.
it's tough.
Moving it well on the ground so far since the early part of this second quarter. 2 tight ends, wing T, 1st and 10 from the 42. This is Shane Green looking for room and not finding much. Nice job getting off his block right there by number 9, Azim Spicer, the defensive end, crashing down and stopping Green after a gain of just 2. Just 21 yards on 7 carries for Shane Green, the fullback. Clock ticks. 1:35, 1:34 and counting to play here in the second quarter. Panthers are still with 2 timeouts, but need to get it moving now from the 40. They go toss to the near side. This is Shane Green looking for room on the edge. Steps away from 1 man, 2 men, bangs his way out of bounds. That'll stop the clock near first down yardage. We'll see. All right. Upper Darby staff a little upset with their tackling effort right there, but
first down.
Give him a first down. 8 more yards there on the toss play to the outside, and good stiff arm from Green there to give himself a little room.
Yep, and I thought they were catching him on the corner too. That was a attempt to tackle, but again, he just sped away from the tackler.
Good football IQ there from the junior, stepping out of bounds to stop
Yep,
the clock with
absolutely.
1:20 to go. Panthers can catch their breath and settle in here. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Wing to the left is Fisher. He comes in motion. They play fake to him, rolling to that left side, and they dump it to the flat for Green. Spins away from 1 man momentarily, but Birch says that's about enough after just a 2-yard gain. Nice work right there by Green, and good pressure coming in the face of Kitchen there. And now you're going to get a timeout for Upper Darby or Strathaven? All right, Upper Darby calls timeout with 1:04 to play. We'll take a short timeout with them. 1:04 to go before halftime. Strathaven 7, Upper Darby 6. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Haven Football.
Looking to start an exciting career in the healthcare field? Then Keystone Quality Transport is looking for you. Keystone Quality Transport, the region's premier non-emergency medical transportation company, offers a full scholarship into a comprehensive emergency medical technician certification program. Would you like to obtain a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician certification and earn $20 per hour to start? Send an email to hr@kqthealth.com. Start your rewarding healthcare career today.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
1:04 to play here in the first half. Strathaven leading 7-6, 2nd down and 8 now from the Upper Darby 30-yard line. Kitchen is your quarterback, turns and gives to Kaufman. Off the left side, he's cut down after a gain of maybe 3. Upper Darby with another stop there. 3rd down and about 5 upcoming here. Clock ticks. We're inside of 50 seconds as the Panthers line up on 3rd down and about 5. Kaufman one more time. Up the middle he goes. He's near first down yardage and then driven backwards. We'll see. They're going to. Clock continues to tick. 38 seconds and then timeout for Coach Clancy and the Panthers. They want to talk things over on either 1st and 10 or 4th and short. Again, they've not spotted the football And that's I guess they're a yard short. Okay. 4th and a yard upcoming from the 23-yard line. And now the Panthers, with just one timeout remaining, will, if you pick up the first down here, the clock will stop momentarily to reset the chains. But the Panthers really do need to call 2 plays here in the huddle if they want to preserve a timeout for a possible field goal attempt or something even more.
Yeah, well, that would be a gutsy move to try a field goal in this field with this wind.
All right, Panthers trying to get things a little closer here. 4th and a yard from the 22. Upper Darby defense trying to get another 4th down stop here in the first half. Gives to Fisher off the right side. First down yardage. He's dumped at the 19-yard line. Gain of about 4, and that will stop the clock while they reset the chains. Panthers will hop up quickly, line up over the football, and the clock ticks. 30 seconds, 29 seconds, 28 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Give off the left side is Kaufman. He's going to stretch forward to the 16, and timeout Strath Haven with 19 seconds to go. That's their final timeout of the half. And now they'll need, let's see. I mean, realistically, again, the wind is blowing in our faces up here, but the flags on the goalposts are fairly still.
Right.
it's
and the
just
flag on
hard.
the flag on the flagpole are fairly. So on the other side of the field, they're moving
flags
pretty good.
Yeah, right. This is
some of the band are going sideways.
Yeah, this is just bizarre.
And the flags at the far end of the field are still.
Bizarre weather here in advance of what should be about a 48-hour rainstorm, it seems, coming in this weekend. 10 carries for 51 yards for Kaufman, 10 for 57 for Fisher. Second down and 7 from the 16-yard line. Panthers will need to move quickly here after this snap regardless. Play fake, back to pass, looking. They go with a wheel route to the far side. It's caught by Kaufman. He's still on his feet and into the end zone. Little throwback, roll to the right, throw it back to the left. And Marco Kaufman's first receiving touchdown of the season comes with just 12 seconds to go before halftime. Panthers up by 2 scores.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Good delivery there from Kitchen. 16 yards on the completion. And now Ben Milligan trying to stretch the lead to 8. Ball spotted. Kick is away. Plenty long enough, and it is good. 14-6, Strath Haven on top of Upper Darby with just 12 seconds to go before halftime. We'll keep it right here, Mike.
Right on.
Okay. We'll have plenty of time for our fantastic sponsors throughout halftime, where we'll, I guess, have the camera on a couple of band performances. Upper Darby's band is here and ready to go. I'm not sure who's going first. Strath Haven band is here. They arrived later than usual with
it would appear that the Strath Haven band will go first.
Okay.
Based on their positioning in the end zones. I would think they're going first.
Strath Haven band alumni, I will take your word for it above all, Andrew. And
although that's where they would watch the other band play too.
Yeah.
So you're not on mic.
All right.
Andrew's just talking to himself because nobody else can hear him.
So with just 12 seconds to go here, Panthers have to be very careful not to give up another big play. The Upper Darby score tonight came on the 60-yard fumble return by Kobe O'Kine. All right, now Ian Gallagher with a wind at his back, it seems, maybe. All right, line drive kick, it's going to come down and back up his man, and off the hands of the return man inside the 10-yard line. Picking it up is Jernigan, who runs into big trouble inside the 15. Panthers cover it very well, with Ryan Henry and Shane Green combining on the tackle at the 15-yard line. 6 ticks left on the clock here before halftime. 14-6 Strath Haven. And I guess the question for Coach Delaney here is, do you want to take any chances and throw it as far as you can, or do you take a knee, play it safe,
well,
and
you're going to give the ball to Strath Haven on the return, when they come back. So
right.
That's a consideration. But, yeah, I wouldn't, you don't want to do anything that's going to put you down by 2 touchdowns. So I would just maybe take a good running play and maybe you do a reverse or something so you get some distance.
They spread the defense out here with the offense off. 4 wide receivers. They go a little inside screen here. Jalen Johnson with some running room trying to get a block across the 30. Looking for the corner on the outside. Steps away from 1 man, 2 man. Still on his feet near midfield. The Panthers finally track him down at the 45-yard line. Terrific hustle from the defensive tackle, Alexi Gustafson. Talk about a hustle play. He rushed the passer inside the 15-yard line and goes 40 yards downfield to make the stop on maybe one of the shiftier guys on the field tonight. Wow, great play by Gustafson to end the half. The Panthers dodge a bullet and lead it 14-6 at the halftime intermission. So at halftime, we'll hear from Andrew and Mike. We'll hear from the marching units. We do not have many scores or maybe any scores to report with mostly 7 o'clock kickoffs here on the East Coast. And, you know, if we're the only show in town at the moment, we'll have other things to talk about. So thank you again to our fantastic sponsors who keep us going week after week and year after year here on HavenFootball.net. Glad you're joining us and hope you're enjoying it. Strath Haven 14, Upper Darby 6 at halftime. Be back in a moment on HavenFootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain.
Good evening. Onto the field comes the 2023-2024 Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band. Tonight's show brings back the sounds of the British American band Fleetwood Mac, the debut sounds of Bruno Mars.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain, give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at HavenFootball.net.
What do we have? A Bruno Mars hit with Dance Line, Dance Team, and Silks. Popular on football fields worldwide, including in the Super Bowl halftime show. Bruno Mars combined intriguing lyrics with feisty rhythms for this 2010 pop hit. This is Runaway Baby by Bruno Mars. So, and we love the girl at the rock show. And it's all about the small things here at the Panther Band. The 90s and 2000s are back in 2023. We are in our rock band glory. This is Blink 182 with the girl at the rock show and all the small things. The Strath High School Panther Marching Band. The band is under the direction of band director Mr. Nick Pignataro, pit director Mr. Richard Michael, and drumline instructor Houston Rudolph. Valerie Schliega directs the band front and dance line with Silks instructor Ari Boris, and dance team instructors Gigi Iannello and Rosie Iannello. For the Panther Band, I'm Haley Lombard. Have a great evening, and let's go Panthers.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
We're back. Hey, welcome back to Upper Darby High School, where the score is your Panthers 14 and Upper Darby Royals 6. It's been an interesting game. Started out with was not an onside kick, but it was a short kick, and Upper Darby did not recover. Did not get the ball, so Panthers recovered, but couldn't manage. Got down to the 15-yard line, couldn't manage to punch it in. So it's in back and forth. Upper Darby's only score came as Haven was ready to score within their own 20 and fumbled the ball, and they ran it back for 6, missed the extra point, and then Haven in the last few seconds of the first half scored again. So that's your 14-6 score. It's been a tough sledding for Haven, I think, more so than we expected, although Upper Darby has shown that they've got a good defense. They haven't lost by much in most cases, and they've been giving some teams fits, even though they're 0-4 right now. Andrew?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of tough sledding for Haven, although their drives they've moved the ball pretty well. Their first drive, they went 6 plays, 19 yards, turned it over on downs, got inside the 10, had a penalty, and lost that on downs. Forced Upper Darby into a turnover on downs. They got the touchdown.
The 2023 Upper Darby
a long touchdown drive that they went on. 12 plays, 69 yards, then fumbled after a 4-play, 18-yard drive that Upper Darby turned into a touchdown. And then another 12-play, 68-yard drive for their second touchdown. So Strath Haven's actually been able to move the ball pretty well, counter to what we've been thinking up here.
Well,
it's been a little bit of tough sledding.
Well, they've had some illegal procedure penalties. Of course, Upper Darby had a couple of lining up offsides. I mean, it has not exactly been a perfect football game, but we also have a lot of wins. So passing's been at a minimum, although the second touchdown for Haven was a pass that scored. It was just a short pass, but it was well thought out, well open. It was a good play to call under the circumstances, because I don't think anybody could do it. They did have one pass go deep, and the kid could have got it. It's just it kind of floated up there for a little bit, allowed the defender to get in, get a hand on it, knock it to the ground. But it's one of those games where it's dry and it's cool, but it's so windy that it does limit your abilities. By the way, on the screen is Upper Darby Marching Band. They're a little bit of a smaller squad, but they are, as they mentioned, state champions, I guess, from last year. Of course, the Panther Band does not do any kind of competitions. It's just a different form of band that you want to have. When you have 400 kids, you don't do much in the way of competition because you have no time and no ability. But in any event, back to the game. So what do you expect? I think from both teams, more of the same. Haven's going to get the ball first. So, of course, Haven comes down and scores. That's going to make a world full of hurt for Upper Darby to try to come back and get 2 touchdowns. They haven't shown a whole lot on offense. They did drive the ball in their first.
Yeah, they just have the one.
We apologize for the PA system. It's right over our heads.
Wind and fire. We start today with.
But they did drive the ball extremely well in their first possession, just couldn't finish it. Jessica. But then they haven't shown much after that.
Yeah. It's been a couple of big plays for Upper Darby is really what's been most of their offense tonight, and not much else. Strath Haven's done a pretty good job containing them, although that first drive they did go on a sustained drive with a couple of runs there. Nice runs from Jalen Johnson.
Oh, he's been terrific. Yeah. I mean, he's been their whole offense for the most part. What do you have for numbers?
For Strath Haven, 31 carries for 151 yards. Upper Darby, 12 carries for just 57. So they're both averaging about 5 yards a carry on that side of things. In the passing game, Strath Haven 2 of 3 for 18 yards. Upper Darby 2 of 4 for 38 yards. So
okay.
Most of that 38 yards was the catch and run on the play at the end of the half here for Upper Darby, getting from the 15 out to across midfield to the 45.
Well, what do you think? You want to talk a little Phillies real quick?
Yeah, they've been playing some
it's a nice
decent baseball.
Yeah.
Got a couple of nice wins over the Braves. Had an interesting play from Nick Castellanos.
That was amazing. With John Crock in the background saying, drop it, don't catch it.
Everybody saying, drop it to Castellanos. He catches it, guns down Luke Williams, former Philly, at the plate. Phillies going to win that one in extras. Big win over the Braves. Magic number after last night's win is down to 5 to clinch a playoff spot. They're looking like they're going to should have a deep run in the playoffs again.
You know,
and if the bats can keep doing what they're doing and the pitching can get somewhat back on track.
Certainly was good last night.
There's certainly a path for the Phillies to have a deep run into late October.
And the Eagles are playing this Sunday after a good long rest.
No, they don't play till Monday night.
Monday night, that's right.
They go from Thursday night football to Monday night football. 11 days off.
Maybe the worst undefeated team in the NFL.
Well, they're undefeated, so
Yep.
how bad can you actually be?
That's right.
There are plenty of teams
That's right. The Upper Darby
that
Marching
looked
Royals know
and had
that
very
the
deep
best
playoff
twos
runs
have
last
earth,
year.
fire.
The Chiefs are 1-1.
Let us
The
groove
Bengals
together
are
win.
0-2.
Let's
The Eagles
groove.
haven't looked the greatest. They're 2-0.
But they're just winning.
That's what you say in the NFL.
That's right.
They don't care how many. They don't care how. They care how many.
Well, that's
and
true.
The Eagles at this point have 2 wins, which is more than you can say about a couple of other teams that had deep playoff runs last year.
No doubt about it. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens this Monday night.
Down in Tampa. Should
Yeah,
be pretty decent weather down there Monday night.
I keep waiting for him
game.
to kind of come alive, but it's been a couple of games.
It's been the passing offense, surprisingly, that's been a little bit frustrating. Jalen's looked a little bit off, and
yep. Well, and of course they didn't need a passing game as much last week, so
yeah, they figured, the offensive coordinator figured out, hey, we could just run the ball down their throats.
That's right.
So here's DeAndre Swift going for 160 plus yards and a couple of scores.
All right, well, listen, we're going to come back in just a couple of minutes. It is 14-6 in favor of Strath Haven, and you're listening to high school football right here and watching high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpagnatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Football field.
Welcome back to the second half of tonight's football game. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Taub's Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961. Located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Sandy McCulley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services in Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Scarpagnato Plumbing. Over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven! Rose Tree Wellness Center. Complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in Media. We get to the root of the problem. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Welcome back to Upper Darby High School, where the Upper Darby Marching Unit wrapping up their halftime show here momentarily. A little Earth, Wind, and Fire set. No complaints from up here. Fantastic work from the bands. Thanks again to Andrew and Mike for chatting up Phillies and football and who knows what else during halftime. I didn't have much to work on in terms of scores, as most of the games in District 1 and District 12 tonight are 7 o'clock kickoffs. The one update we do have from just behind that tree line to our right is Monsignor Bonner leading O'Hara 13-7 in a bit of a defensive battle that was sloppy at times in the first half. Trying to get the only other game that we know of from this afternoon in District 1 was Hatboro Horsham at Lower Moreland, and we do not have a score update there. The Hatters 2-2, looking to go to 3-2, and still very much in the 5A playoff picture as we speak. Mike mentioned it earlier in the broadcast that we posted the link to the District 1, 5A, and 6A playoff points at this point. So Strath Haven at the moment sitting in a good spot there, and with Westchester Ruston always a factor. Marple Newtown got their first loss last week with Springfield and have a tough one tonight. I would think certainly Springfield's going to be a big factor. Plymouth Whitemarsh should also have a good record by the time this is all said and done. But we will, as we get into maybe week 6, week 7, certainly by week 8, start our annual projections.
Upper Darby Marching Royals.
we will start our annual projections of the playoffs. And those projections are not meant to be kind of who we're rooting for or what we think could happen or should happen. It's not meant to slight any team that we might predict could lose a game or two or three. But again, just something fun that we like to do and put it out there to our fans, readers, and listeners to give them an idea of who the potential playoff opponents could be should Strath Haven continue their winning ways over the next several weeks. Certainly a 4-0 start should be something to feel good about if you're a Strath Haven fan. They are 24 football minutes from being 5-0 if they can hold on to this 14-6 lead. And again, playoffs will really take care of themselves. And of course, the Central League has a number of good 5A teams and a number of good solid 6A teams as well. So, teams that the Panthers have played already and still to come at the 6A level, like Garnet Valley and Haverford, those will be a test and an opportunity to maybe gain some power points as well as, of course, pursuing the Central League title, which the Panthers shared last year with Garnet Valley, and they never had a chance to play. And
right.
That's a regret we will all have. Of the many what-ifs in life, this is probably a minor thing in the long run. But boy, that would have been a fun game last year to see Garnet Valley and Strath Haven go head-to-head. But alas, it wasn't to be, so we just have to wait for this year's version 2 weeks from now on the road at Smithbridge over in Glen Mills.
And people should understand that when Central League decided to go to a 12-school system, there are certain sports that play multiple times so you can get everybody in. Football is not one of them. And so there's always 2 teams every year that each school will not play on a rotating basis. And, of course, as soon as they went to 12 schools, the first discussion from the lay people was, well, you're going to have co-champions because there's going to be times when, 2 of the best teams aren't going to play each other. And it's like, that's
right.
which, of course, minimizes the Central League Championship title because you're just going to share it. There's nothing else anybody can do about it. And, of course, everybody wants to get into the playoffs. So, it's great for bragging rights, and it's always great to be undefeated and to have a title in anything. But the real focus is in getting the PIA playoffs. And of course, Haven's in a good track to do that this year as it has for the past few years.
Well, certainly a good start for the Panthers, and a little uneven start tonight. Again, you can't ask for better with the opening kickoff being recovered by the kicking team deep in Upper Darby territory, but the Panthers had that opening drive stall out thanks to some good defense and by the Royals and an untimely false start penalty once again that set them back. But again, Panthers were able to bounce back withstanding a pretty solid opening drive from the Royals that took it down to the Strath Haven 30-yard line, but the Panthers answer with a 69-yard scoring drive capped by a 1-yard quarterback sneak from Jake Kitchen to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Panthers got another defensive stop and looked to be on their way to maybe a 14-0 lead, but a fumble at the Upper Darby 40-yard line was ripped away and taken back to the house by number 20, Kobe O'Kine, who ran 60 yards with a touchdown. Extra point try, no good. 7-6 is where we stood until the Panthers answer one more time with a very efficient, well-planned drive capped by a 16-yard scoring strike from Jake Kitchen to Marco Kaufman with just 12 seconds to play before halftime. And the Panthers took that 14-6 lead into the locker room and will hope to extend it momentarily here as they will receive the opening kickoff and move. Let's see, which way are they going this time? They'll be moving right to left as we get the third quarter started in just a moment. So, hey, lots more football to be played here tonight. We will always like to look ahead at, what's looming on the schedule and talk about playoffs and things like that. But the guy on the far sideline, the one with the hat, which has stayed on his head tonight, it's not been thrown yet that I saw.
In the 2 state championship rings.
Yeah, 2 state championships, 348 career wins, 281 of them here at Strath Haven. He's still going to tell you, 1 week at a time, 1 week at a time. We just want to get better every week, regardless of even the result. We just want to get better. There are some things tonight that the Panthers have done better. Other things, still need some work. We mentioned that teams have adjusted to try to take away the fullback, to take away that ISO play. I would say Upper Darby's done a nice job of that again tonight. Shane Green has been held to less than 3 yards a carry through the first half, but the halfbacks have picked up the pace. 10 carries for 51 yards for Marco Kaufman, 10 carries for 57 yards for James Fisher. So the Panthers, with the tackles and tight ends and halfbacks blocking for each other, have found some room on the edges and done a nice job. So we'll see what the Panthers have drummed up here in the halftime locker room, and Upper Darby trying to get their 11 on the field here to kick it away. This is Jasmani Martinez, a sophomore, with it on the tee at the 40-yard line. Again, Martinez is one of your backup quarterbacks for the Royals and quarterbacked last year's freshman team to that undefeated record. So I mentioned it earlier. There is a lot of very young, very aggressive and good talent upcoming here for the Royals if they keep working and stay together. All right, from the 28-yard line, coming the other way here is Ryan Henry across the 35 out to the 38, and then you're going to get a flag late. Let's see here. Could this be a face mask or a horse collar? We'll see here. But the Panthers at the moment, football marked at the 39-yard line, but then the side judge threw a flag coming in. We will wait to see what the referee shows us and spot the football. All right, from the 39, I think it's going in the Panthers' direction, and that's a face mask, which in high school football, that should be a 15-yarder. 5? Okay. All right, so 5-yard variety at the 44-yard line is where Strath Haven will start. All right, from the 44, 2 tight ends. Miller to the right, Gustafson to the left. On first down, they go toss play to the near side. Looking for running room is Shane Green. He'll pick up a few, maybe 4 out to the 47 or 48 here when they unpile. Good pursuit there by Khalil McLaughlin, defensive tackle, and Zahir Birch as well. Panthers have had a hard time putting a hat on number 7 tonight in purple. Second down and 6 upcoming as Green picks up his 33rd yard of the evening on 9 carries. Motion man is Marco Kaufman. Give off the left side is to Green, and shooting through very quickly and maybe back to the line of scrimmage at the 49. Well, now they're going to go out to the 50. All right, so Green, gain of maybe a yard or call it 2, 3rd and 4 upcoming. So Green did well just to get those 2 yards. As quick penetration there from the Royals defense. Panthers trying to avoid 3 and out. Remember a week ago, did not pick up a first down the entire second half. Looking to avoid the same here on 3rd and 4 from the midfield stripe. Give off the left side as Kaufman gets a block, follows Jeremiah, bounces outside, and Marco Kaufman to the Upper Darby 44-yard line, 6 and a first down.
Well, so far they're well ahead of last week's second half.
There you go. That'll move the sticks to the 43. Kaufman with a gain of 7. And a good lead block by the pulling guard, Jackson Jeremiah. Carter Law is your center. He's over the football at the Upper Darby 43. They shift. Fisher wing left. Kaufman one more time off the left side. Same play. Lesser result here for the Panthers to just the 41. Gain of maybe 1 or 2. Brings up second down and 8. 60 yards for Kaufman on 12 carries, and has a receiving touchdown on that 16-yard catch just before halftime. 9:40 and counting to play here in the 3rd. Alexi Gustafson, tight end to the left, Cole Miller to the right. T formation behind Kitchen. Shane Green right up the middle he goes for a couple more. Just a couple to about the 38. And the Panthers looking at 3rd and maybe 5. So, Mike, we've talked about it, and everybody loves the explosive play. And then you look at the way Pencrest just took care of the football, 3, 4, 5,
we got timeout.
Sometimes 6 yards at a time last week. And the Panthers now with a 14-6 lead, and the clock continues to run. They haven't stopped it yet. Okay. But timeout Upper Darby.
Is it Upper Darby?
I believe.
Timeout Strathaven.
Strathaven? Okay. All right. Strathaven calls timeout. We'll take a short one with them. Be back in 30 seconds. See what the Panthers can do in 3rd and 5 when we come back. You're listening live to High School Football on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to the second half of tonight's football game. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1960.
All right, welcome back. 3rd and 6, we'll call it. From the Upper Darby 39, the Panthers trying to get something going. They go counter to the inside here. James Fisher stretches down near the 35. I think it'll put him 1.5 yards shy. Ooh, maybe a yard shy. 4th and 1. Panthers on the far hash here as Fisher picks up 5 on his first carry of this second half. 8:39 to go here in the 3rd. Panthers trying to get something, keep something going here with the offense. 4th and 1 yard. Upper Darby with 8 in the box. Quick snap and pushing the pile forward as your quarterback on the keeper. Jake Kitchen down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 4 and a first down. Well, again, not eye-popping numbers. Jake Kitchen, 3 carries for 10 yards, but has a touchdown and 2 first downs to his credit. So, hey, move the sticks, keep the football, and hold on to this 8-point lead at the moment. Panthers looking for more now at the 30. We'll be inside of 8 minutes when they snap it here in the 3rd quarter. Wing to the left, James Fisher. Green and Kaufman in the backfield. First down, play fake, back to pass deep down the far sideline. Fisher is out there. It is off the helmet and incomplete. Panther sideline wants a flag, won't get it. And good coverage on that far sideline, and incomplete it goes. It brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, defender was looking for the ball. He's turning his head. That's, they're both allowed to go for the ball.
Pass hit him on the top of the helmet, it seemed. Not a bad delivery there from Kitchen, who's 2 for 4 throwing it tonight for 18 yards and a score.
Well, apparently they're going on that end of the field, they're going with the wind. If it's the other side of the field, they're going against the wind. So
Panthers, I guess, with a wind at their back. On 2nd down and 10, this is Kaufman. Wind not a factor, but he cuts it back to the right. Still on his feet, spins away at the 20, 15 to the 10. Foot race now, and he's dumped inside the 5 at the 3. 27 yards. Cutting it back is Marco Kaufman. And that sets up the Panthers 1st and goal to go. Wow, what a cutback, and just keep the legs moving. And again, good vision. That's the 2nd time tonight he's found a little room off the backside. Design of the play is meant to go left, but if your center can hold his block, and Carter Law's awfully good at that, you can find some room over there. On 1st and goal, give us to Kaufman off the left side, and he'll be stacked up shy of the goal line here. For forward progress gives him maybe a yard. Maybe a yard for Kaufman, who's up to 88 yards on 14 carries. Kaufman came into this game with 124 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Well, this is exactly the kind of drive that he haven't had to take. Take a lot of time off the clock. And of course, if they finish now and score the points, we're going to take a 2-touchdown lead on top of two touchdowns plus on top of Upper Darby with less than a quarter and a half to play.
2nd and goal from the 2. Play fake, back to pass is Kitchen looking. He's going to keep himself. Nope, floats it to Shane Green, who's got it 6 yards deep in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Little option for Kitchen off the left side, could keep it himself, but with Upper Darby closing in, flips it up over everybody's head. Shane Green waiting, his 2nd catch of the night, his 1st touchdown of the season through the air. And Ben Milligan on for the extra point. Kitchen will hold Jackson Miller to snap it. Snap is a good one, ball spotted, kick is away, and good. Milligan 3 for 3. Panthers with 3 scores on the board and a 21-6 lead. Upper Darby will get the ball here momentarily. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks again to our terrific sponsors. You're listening live to high school football on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op or call 610-543-0900 for a mailed subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at Haven Football.
Now,
Jake Kitchen, a 2-yard touchdown pass to Shane Green in the left flat, and the Panthers on top 21-6 as we return here to high school football on havenfootball.net. Ready to kick it away is Ian Gallagher. Here's a pooch kick, angling towards, actually it's catching it on the run here is Jernigan. Across the 25, reverses field, looking for room and a wall on that far sideline. Trying to get the edge, turns up the hash mark at the 40, and is cut down finally at about the 43 with Nathan Lynn in the neighborhood to make the tackle. So, pretty good field position here to start for Joseph Sarju and the Royals offense. Mike, I'm going to finish the tweet. So
good, finish the tweet. Well, you know, again, Haven did exactly what they wanted to do. Took up half the quarter and scored another touchdown, so now they're up 21-6. And Upper Darby's going to have to move and move quickly. They had a good drive in the beginning of the first quarter, but couldn't finish, and now we're going to see what they're going to do.
All right, first down, trips to the left, single receiver to the right, and give inside is to the sophomore, out across the 45 to the 48. Goes Jabir Hanton. So Hanton, good first down yardage here, brings up second down and about 7. So again, another one of those talented runners and athletes in this sophomore class for Upper Darby. They start 3 on defense and have mixed in a couple more on offense. And lots to look forward to, and a good junior class as well. All right, Coach Delaney and the Royals trying to get something going. Second down and 3. Hanton one more time. He runs right into the arms. I think is that Miller or Gustafson? Nope, Kaufman slams him down at about the 48 or so, 49 maybe. All right, brings up third down and call it 3. So nice work here by the Panther defense on second down. Strath Haven 21, Upper Darby 6, with 5:15 and counting to play here in the third. 2 receivers to either side. Joseph Sarju in the gun on third down and 3. Looks, fires in the air flat high. It's juggled and incomplete. Looking for number 23, another sophomore, Cheyenne Branch, who could not squeeze it. Just at the sticks at the 48-yard line. Would have been awfully close to a first down, and incomplete it falls. Sarju, 2 out of 5 throwing it for 38 yards, 40 yards of it on the last play of the half on that little bubble screen that Jalen Johnson ran for a while before being tackled at the horn.
Are they going to go for this 4th and 3?
Could be.
They're going to run out of time here if they don't hurry up.
Well, let's see what they drum up. All right, here we go. 4th and 3, down by 2 scores. Why not? Royals trying to keep the sticks moving here. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. Sarju looking this way, dumps to the flat. It's caught. First down yardage and more. Nice work here by number 2, Jalen Johnson, to pick up the first down to the Strath Haven 40-yard line. 11-yard gain. Panthers secondary closed, but not fast enough.
Yeah, it was a nice play, a nice call.
Yeah, nice safe pass.
Safe pass, and it got him out in the open, and again, let him do his stuff when he catches the ball, and he did.
3 completions now for Joseph Sarju, all 3 into the arms of Jalen Johnson for 49 yards in the pass game tonight. 2 receivers to either side once again. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Little bubble screen inside again. It's Jalen Johnson makes the catch and is dumped immediately. Miller and Gustafson stay home once again. Boy, those two defensive tackles have done a great job on that. And, hey, it was a loss of 2 the first time they completed it. Loss of 2 once again right here.
Actually, it's a loss of 3 this time.
All right, back to the 43. Okay. Well, good work there. 4 catches on the night now for Johnson, but those went in the negative direction. 2nd and 13 upcoming. 3 wide receivers to the right, to the top of your screen. Signal to the near side is Milan Jernigan, and now dump inside. This is running room off the right side, cutting back, and finally stopped by James Fisher at the 35. Gain of 8 for Cheyenne Branch. I'm sorry, 28 rather. That was Saladin Abdur Rashid. So Rashid picks up, call it 8. And certainly 4 down territory for Upper Darby, and 3rd and 5, very manageable here.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, they just need some consistent running games right here and keep moving the ball. They need a breakout because they're going to be running out of time here, down to almost 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
21-6, Strath Haven leading, but Upper Darby moving it now from the Haven 35. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Sarju back, dumps to the flat again. This is Jalen Johnson, incomplete. Pass was moving forward, so incomplete, it falls. 4th and 5 now upcoming. Sarju, here's the other upside to this really one-step drop and get rid of it. It's an easier throw, certainly, but it also negates the pass rush. Right. You take a 5-7 step drop, now you're taking your chances that Vince Hales or Jahai Curtis is breathing down your neck. In this case, he's catching the snap, firing quickly to the flat or hitches for the most part, that inside bubble screen. But really nice design here to get the ball out of Sarju's hands and into the hands of his playmakers. Speaking of playmakers, it's Jernigan to the top of the screen. Panthers with 2 defenders out there on 4th and 5. Sarju now in trouble, pass rush coming. Dumps over the middle, it is caught, but the Panthers make the stop, shy of the 1st down. Caught at the 32-yard line. Kaufman and Henry meet the ball at the 32, gain of just 3, and another defensive stop for the Panthers. Did not see who caught that one. Did anybody catch that?
You get it?
He was looking for Johnson, but it was someone else who made the catch.
I'm not quite sure. Might have been 28 on the catch. We'll get that in.
All right, we'll figure that out in film. But a gain of 3 and not quite enough for a Royals 1st down. Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their 32. Motion man is James Fisher. On 1st down, this is Shane Green up the middle. He'll run into a pile and try to bounce it outside and end up a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. I guess forward progress will give him no gain, but not much doing for the fullback tonight. Shane Green, 38 yards on 12 carries.
I'll tell you, Upper Darby's been pretty staunch up front.
Yeah, good size up front here for the down 4 for sure. 8, 9, 10 in the box now for Upper Darby on 2nd down and 10. This is Kaufman, breaks a tackle, stiff arm at the 35, at the 40, near 1st down yardage, and I think he'll be just inches short. Well, there's the upside for the Panthers if you can get just enough guys blocked.
Right. With
10 there in the box, you have a chance for a big play, and Kaufman goes for 9 and brings up 3rd down and 1. So Marco Kaufman on his way to a career high here. He's up to 97 yards on 15 carries. And hold on, there's
official timeout.
The officials are talking things over. 2:31 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And 3rd down. I don't know if they'll be changing something with the clock or what the question is.
Yeah, 2:13 now.
Okay. All right, so 2:13 to play here in the 3rd. Clock should be restarted here, and there we go. All right, Jake Kitchen jogs in the play from head coach Kevin Clancy. 3rd and a yard. Panthers need 3 feet to move the chains and possibly chew up the rest of the 3rd quarter. It's Kitchen on the keeper, pushing his way behind the blocking of Carter Law and Jackson Jeremiah and Gavin Pilson. Out to the 44-yard line, gain of 3 more, and another first down.
They're beginning to look like the Eagles with these quarterback sneaks, huh?
Well, hey, like we said, sometimes, you know, each year every team has its strengths and things that maybe it doesn't do as well as the year before. We've seen the Panthers hit big plays this year, but there are going to be nights when you have to live with a little bit less. But still been effective, and now here's James Fisher. On 1st and 10, runs into the arms of Kamar Perlote. The defensive end holds his ground, and Fisher picks up just 2. 64 yards on 12 carries for Fisher. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Clock continuing to melt on this third quarter. Will be inside of a minute to go in the third by the time Kitchen brings the play to the huddle. 2 tight ends once again. Panthers have yet to use a split end tonight. Kaufman, wing to the near side. Fisher now shifts wing to the far side. On 2nd down and 8. They give it to Fisher, looking for running room, and coming off his block beautifully and making the stop is Jalen Johnson. Just nothing doing, and they read it. I mean, read it right off the snap. All the way back to the 39-yard line, and the Panthers, I think, will lick their wounds here and say we'll talk it over and decide what we want to do on 3rd and forever here in the 4th to start the 4th quarter. So Coach Clancy keeps Jake Kitchen over on that far sideline. Panthers content with a 21-6 lead, but now 3rd and 15 upcoming after a loss of 7 on the play. So we'll take it to the 4th quarter. Stick with us. Glad you're joining us either live or on the archive. You're listening to High School Football right here on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to High School Football right here on havenfootball.com.
Welcome back to Upper Darby High School. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman with the color commentary, stats, and everything else engineering-wise. Pete Fulginetti's at home. Hope to see him soon. And Mike Clancy, as always, doing a great job with the camera that you get to enjoy on video for the second year in a row now on havenfootball.net. 3rd down and about 15 for the Panthers as we start this 4th quarter. I mentioned we didn't have a split end all night. There he is. This is Jack Schuster, split to the bottom of your screen. On 3rd and 15, Kitchen is back, looking. He wants it all. Down the middle he goes. It is caught by Schuster at the 30, down inside the 25, and the senior's first catch of the season has the Panthers in business at the 22-yard line. How about that? Jack Schuster coming up big. 38 on the throw and catch. And Schuster, and wow, nice pocket there from the offensive line there too. For a pass that deep, Kitchen had plenty of time to throw it. All right, give is to James Fisher off the right side. He'll take it to the 19 for 3 more. 60 yards now for Fisher on 14 carries. 2nd down and 7 upcoming. Cheyenne Branch and Zahir Birch on that last tackle for the Royals. Birch has been a busy man. We'll keep the stats updated later on in the weekend, but number 7 in purple's been everywhere. 2 tight ends, wing to the far side, and they run to that far side, lowering his head and picking up a couple more is James Fisher down to the 17, maybe 16. See where they spot it, down to the 16. So 3 more for Fisher, brings up 3rd down and 5. All right. 3rd and call it 4. As the Panthers break the huddle in no particular hurry. 10:30 to go in regulation. They lead 21-6 and looking for more. Off the left side, this is Kaufman, cuts up field and spins his way down near the 10. I think he has enough for a first down, and he does. They'll put it down at the 11. Kaufman picks up 5 more. He's over the 100-yard mark on 16 carries. And the Panthers can still pick up a first down here.
Yep.
With this ball spotted at the 11, but they'd like something a little bigger than that here with under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th. So, Strath Haven got the stop on defense. Now trying to keep the offense going. Back to pass kitchen, looking. Dumps to the flat again. Wide open Shane Green, and he'll take it in for the 2nd time tonight. 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Jay Kitchen. This one, 11 yards to Shane Green, and the Panthers have stretched the lead to 3 scores. Pretty productive night here for Shane Green through the air.
Yep.
Having trouble running between the tackles maybe. Well, get outside the tackles, make 3 catches for 15 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ball spotted. Ben Milligan, kick is away and good. Sneaks it over the crossbar. He's 4 for 4, and the Panthers lead it 28-6. We'll take a short timeout. Thanks again to our terrific sponsors. Be back in a moment to see if the Royals can answer when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to Upper Darby High School. Strath Haven 28, Upper Darby 6. Panther defense got a stop at the 32-yard line on 4th down. Shane Green, Sean Henry, and Marco Kaufman in on that last tackle for the defense. And then Shane Green finds his way to the end zone for the 2nd time tonight, both on short touchdown catches. 3 touchdown passes now for Jake Kitchen, and the Panthers lead 28-6. Ian Gallagher ready to go. Jernigan and Johnson await the kick, and they go high and short to the near side again. It'll be fielded by one of the up men and coming to this near sideline and into the arms quickly of Vince Hales. Nice work there by Vince on the tackle. He's been busy at defensive end and has had a couple of special teams tackles each of the last couple of weeks. So now Panther defense needs another stop, Mike. Let me finish this tweet.
Yeah, well, they can use another stop. And of course, Upper Darby, on the other hand, their offense really hasn't done much. The 6 points has been, on that defensive return on a Haven fumble. So I think Upper Darby is going to come out here and show something on offense and at least get another score here. Here we go.
All right, here we go indeed. Sarju turns and gives straight up the middle and lots of running room. First down yardage for the sophomore Saladin Abdur-Rashid into Panther territory to the 47 as he gashes them for 15, 16 yards.
It's a great run up the middle, sealed off the linebackers and gave them plenty of room.
Upper Darby moves quickly now, trailing by 3 scores, needs some big plays. Milan Jernigan to the near side. Give it one more time. This is the sophomore again for a couple across the Haven 45 to the 44, maybe 43. And Rashid sets up the Royals 2nd down and about 6 maybe. All right. So again, a couple of sophomores have stepped up and made a big play, made some big plays here in the second half in the run game. All right, 3 wide receivers to the left. Sarju takes the snap on 2nd down and 5, fires to the slant, incomplete. That's Jernigan. They're trying to find a way to get him the ball. He has been awfully busy the last few weeks. He's been their leading receiver. Jernigan, for instance, 7 catches, 94 yards, and a score last week. Had 6 for 53 against Lower Merion.
That might have been 6 right there, and he caught it.
Yeah. Incomplete, it falls instead. third down and about 6. All right, 3 wide receivers, and Strath Haven's calling timeout. All right, so 8:38 to play here in the 4th, and why don't we take another short timeout with them? We had a fast-moving first half, didn't get as many spots. We'll go to one right here. Upper Darby trying to get back in it here, 8:38 to go. We'll be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
All right, welcome back. 4th quarter action here. Strath Haven 28, Upper Darby 6, but the Royals on the move here. 3rd down and 6, very likely 4-down territory here. And in Strath Haven territory at the 43-yard line. Royals in shotgun formation once again. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right here is Milan Jernigan. Sarju barking out the signals on 3rd and 6. Back to pass, looking, fires the slant, has Jernigan, makes the catch, and he's slung down. His first catch of the night, picks up the first down, and on the near sideline, they're looking for perhaps maybe a horse collar call, I don't know. Either way, down to the 32, gain of 11. First catch of the night for Jernigan. Panthers looked like, pre-snap, they looked like they had that area boxed up pretty well, but good delivery from Sarju, and Jernigan has 11 and a first down. From the 32 now, Upper Darby ready to go. 1st and 10 for the Royals. 2 receivers either side. They give stretch play to this near side, and turning upfield once again is Rashid. Inside the 25 to the 23. Give him 7, 8, 9 more. We'll see where they spot it. They'll put it down at the Strath Haven 23. Give him 9. 2nd down and 1. He's up to 37 yards on just 4 carries. Something to note for future seasons, everyone who has carried the ball for Upper Darby tonight is an underclassman. So look out. A junior and 2 sophomores doing most of the legwork here for the Royals tonight. 2nd down and a yard. Motion man is Jalen Johnson. They give it to him on the jet sweep, but I think you're going to end up with motion before the snap. So false start here. Illegal procedure will back up the Royals to 2nd down and 6. And unfortunate there for Upper Darby is it's the first time they've shown that play tonight, and Johnson had a full head of steam there before it was blown dead. Johnson has not carried the ball in the second half.
Yeah, and he did virtually all carries in the first quarter.
Yeah, almost all of his carries in the first quarter. He's 9 for 52 yards, and they've shared it with a couple of sophomores fairly well, really, ever since. All right, Royals offense one more time. On the cutback, this is Rashid. Back to the 25-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and about 3. So gain of 3 more for Rashid. 5 carries for 40 yards. Clock ticks. 7-12 and counting to play here in the 4th. Upper Darby's only points of the night came on the defensive side of the ball with a 60-yard fumble return. The offense has been close, but no cigar just yet. But knocking on the door now, 3rd down and 3 from the Panther 25. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jernigan at the bottom of your screen. Sarju on 3rd down. Looks, slant again, looking for Jernigan, who makes a catch, cuts inside, and finds Paydirt from 25 yards out. Good pocket, good timing, and Sarju, perfect delivery, just past the outstretched fingertips of the linebacker. 25 yards for the score. Sarju up to 85 yards passing now, and Jernigan, who was held off the stat sheet until about 2 minutes ago, with 2 catches on that drive for 36 yards, the last 25 of it, finishes in the end zone, and the Royals now trail 28-12 and a chance to go for 2 here.
All right, here we go.
Panthers with a goal line defense and whistles pre-snap. Timeout Upper Darby. they'll talk things over. That is their first time out of the second half. So, no. Well, Strath Haven or Upper Darby? All right, we'll see.
I thought it was Upper Darby.
Yeah, I think Upper Darby. All right. But 6:44 here to go in regulation. Still, 15 minutes till kickoff of most of the rest of the game, so no other scores to share. But, Mike, it's Radnor next week. That's a road game?
It is a road game.
Right.
We have 3 road games in a row. This one, Radnor, and then Garnet Valley.
So we'll get a look at Radnor's new facility.
Right.
That was a year and a half in the making.
And whether they included space for visiting broadcast team?
Well, we'll find out. But
after 3 just down the road, Bonner 13, O'Hara 7.
Okay.
Cardinal O'Hara, 52 yards of offense. Bonner, 68 yards of penalties.
Ooh. Ugly stuff.
Here we go.
All right, here we go indeed. All right, 2-point try upcoming here for the Royals. 2 receivers to the right, tight end to the right as well. Sarju looking, fires to this right side. It is caught and in for a 2-point conversion is number 11, Mason Alston. Perfect throw from Sarju for a 2-point try. 28-14 is where we stand, and we'll take a short timeout. Be back in 30 seconds. Panthers trying to melt the last 6+ minutes on the 4th quarter clock. Glad you joined us on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K child care with an emphasis on learning? Duckling's Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old, within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School, on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Upper Darby answers. First offensive touchdown of the evening comes at the 6:44 mark of this 4th quarter. Strath Haven 28, Upper Darby 14 now after the 2-point try. And Joseph Sarju to Milan Jernigan for a 25-yard slant. First 2 catches of the evening for Jernigan. They've got him involved, and they find the end zone. The Panthers now have to defend against what could be an upcoming onside kick, and a little bit of scrambling and gamesmanship from both sides here as they line up for this kickoff, Mike.
Yep, it's the right move, obviously, for Upper Darby. Haven's got to be aware. It will get them short field position if Haven picks it up, but Upper Darby obviously is looking for recover. They're spread out a little bit more. Maybe they're going to kick deep. I don't know. Let's see what they do.
All right, ready to go here. Martinez squibs it and whistles first.
Offsides or illegal procedure?
Offsides. I didn't see a flag. I just
saw on the other side.
Oh, is it over there? Okay. All right, I missed it. Strath Haven 28, Upper Darby 14 with 6:44 to go here in the 4th. All right, so they will try it again. And Panthers look to be in good position on that, ready to cover that. But in the meantime, 6:44 to go. They'll need to do it again.
Yep. Hopefully stay on sides.
All right, so from the 35, in a way, this punishes the receiving team, right? But it was, well, I mean, it's blown dead. It's blown dead before the kick, in essence. But here we go. Martinez, my guess, will try to squib it again. From his 35 approaches, squibs again, and nice job there by the Panthers to recover. 3 white jerseys pounce on it, including number 16, Grayson LaFrance, the sophomore corner, and Shane Green, number 32. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 on the Upper Darby side of the 50 at the 49-yard line. If you can hear the wind through our field mic or our headset mics, it's starting to pick up. Pretty significant. And everybody, I hope, is ready to batten down the hatches for a wet and windy weekend. All right, first down here. Give is to Shane Green off left side for a few. To the 46 for a gain of 3. And starts the clock moving in the Panthers' direction. Green, 41 yards on 13 carries, 3 catches for 15 yards and 2 touchdowns as well.
Well, the wind is picking up a little bit.
Mike, did you bring a jacket?
No, I'm an idiot.
A blankie of some kind?
No, I got a blankie in the car. A lot of good.
All right, James Fisher off the right side for a yard or 2. Maybe the 44 if they are generous, but it'll still be third down and about 5. Fisher been held fairly in check, 65 yards on 16 carries for the junior, the leading rusher for the Panthers this season in terms of yards per carry, yards per game. But on the flip side, Marco Kaufman's over 100 yards for the evening. So the Panthers finding balance with the 3 backs once again. Here's Shane Green on third down and 5. He'll push for a yard. Maybe 2 if they're fortunate.
Shades of last week.
Down to the 42. So give Green 2 more. And Panthers
Carried by number 32, Shane Green.
have 4th and 3 upcoming. 5:24 to go here in the 4th. Panthers need to convert. Upper Darby finding a little momentum here, especially after the 25-yard touchdown, and a defensive stop here would be enormous for the Royals.
You think they're going to try to draw them off sides?
Could be. It's worked 3 times tonight already.
Yep.
Kitchen under center from the 42. Turns, gives, play fake, looks. Going to keep it himself, rolling to the right. He's got a first down and more. Out of bounds, he strides at the 37-yard line. Kitchen picks up 5. And a Panther first down.
Good call, good play, excellent execution. That's exactly what they needed.
Another little run pass option. You had Shane Green just stop in the flat, a yard past the first down marker. At the very least, that maybe causes the linebacker to pause and say, I better cover this guy who's caught 3 of those tonight.
Plus, he allows to turn around and become a blocker, so that may spring him a little more.
Well executed by the Panthers. Fresh set of downs here, first down and 10. This is Kaufman off the left side, not much doing that time. Just a yard to the 41-yard line and met there by Zahir Birch, guess who? Kamar Perlote as well. Unofficially, we have Kaufman for 17 carries and 103 yards, a receiving touchdown to his credit as well. Clock continuing to shrink for the Royals here. They trail by 2 scores and need a defensive stop here on 2nd and 9. Turnover would be monumental for Upper Darby, who puts 9 in the box, now creeps a 10th man up. Toss play to the far side. This is Shane Green, head of steam across the 35, down to the 33. So decent yardage on the fullback toss there, following the block of James Fisher. Put it down at the 32. So call it third down and 5 or so. All right. Green, again, 15 carries for 49 yards. Not eye-popping numbers by any stretch, but super effective for the Panther offense. We have 28 on the board and looking for more here. 3rd and 5. Gives to Green one more time. Straight ahead. He's very close to first down yardage. We'll see. Coach Darrell Delaney kind of threw his hands up thinking, oh, man, they were so close to getting a stop. And now the Panthers with another 4th and short upcoming. Green is a yard shy. And Panthers have been awfully good tonight with quarterback sneak. So we'll see what the Royals can do to come up with a big 4th down defensive play when we come back. We'll take a short timeout. Panthers trying to convert on 4th and short late in the 4th quarter here on havenfootball.net.
Looking to start an exciting career in the healthcare field? Then Keystone Quality Transport is looking for you. Keystone Quality Transport, the region's premier non-emergency medical transportation company, offers a full scholarship into a comprehensive emergency medical technician certification program. Would you like to obtain a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician certification and earn $20 per hour to start? Send an email to hr@kqthealth.com. Start your rewarding healthcare career today.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to High School Football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here. Strath Haven leading 28-14 and now 4th and 1 from the Upper Darby 28-yard line. They need 3 feet to move the sticks and continue to melt this clock. 10 men in the box for the Royals. Kitchen on the keeper. Gets a push from Shane Green. Follows the center for, I believe, first down yardage. We'll see when they unpile, but now flag comes in late. Let's see. This is after the fact. Royals think they stopped him, but I don't know. Let's see. Flag comes in after the play, but this will all depend on the spot, the forward progress here. He only needed a yard. It seemed like he got it at first glance. And they've marked the ball inside the 32, which seems to be enough for the first down. Now we'll check the flag, which, again, was well after the whistle. That's typically in the neighborhood of a personal foul. We'll just decide or see which direction it's headed. First down on the play, then dead ball after the play. You've got unsportsmanlike conduct against Upper Darby. So, costly penalty here for the Royals. They give up the first down. Kitchen picks up 2. And then you're going to go from the 27, I guess, half the distance? Or will they take it just down to the... Yeah, so anyway, this costly penalty for the Royals, and with 3:01 to go here, Panthers have a chance to seal the deal. So, the Royals certainly with a game effort tonight. I mean, boy, that was a 7-6 game after a fumble return for a touchdown late in that second quarter, but that scoring drive in the final 3 minutes of the second quarter seemed to give the Panthers some life, Mike.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But, you know, and then, of course, when Haven came back and scored in their first possession in the second half, that was really made it tough.
All right, here's Kaufman off the left side, and he's looking for more here inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Pulled down by number 23, the sophomore safety, Cheyenne Branch. But 6 more for Kaufman, or 7 more for Kaufman, gets him up to 110 on the evening. And the Panthers in business now, 2nd and about 2 from the Royal 5-yard line. Clock continues to tick, 2:25 and counting to play here in the 4th. Panthers looking for some icing on the cake here. Give is to Shane Green off the right side, not much doing. Line of scrimmage, and that's about it for Shane. I will say the Panthers have shared the ball almost perfectly. Shane Green 17 carries, Fisher 16, Kaufman 18.
And that's more than that.
And then you throw in 6 more runs from Kitchen, 6 pass plays. I mean, it's been a very well-balanced attack, if not as explosive as we've seen.
Right.
Certainly well-balanced. And now the Panthers 3rd down and 2 from the 5-yard line with a chance to score, or perhaps a first down, then takes a knee from there. 1:30 to go. Give, and you're going to flag, and I think this is another false start for the Panthers, and my goodness. I don't know what it is about inside the 5-yard line, but they've done it every week.
Well,
and twice tonight.
If we knew the plays they were calling, I'm assuming it's going to be a particular lineman position that's going to cause that. You know, somebody's trying to pull and trap, or they're just taking off the ball real quick.
So now 3rd and 7 from the 10-yard line. 122, 121, and counting to play here. The Panthers that actually did them a favor by continuing to run the clock here after the penalty. But still need to convert now on 3rd and 7. T formation behind Kitchen, 2 tight ends in front of him. Play fake, and Kitchen's going to keep it himself. Looking for a little running room. He'll take a hit and driven out of bounds. Well shy of the line of scrimmage, and then you get a flag late, and we'll see. Seemed to be thrown, I don't think it was the hit that drove him out of bounds. I think it's behind the play. And we'll see here, with 57 seconds left, Panthers are going to be backed up to their 14-yard line after the Kitchen was run out of bounds, but I mean, if it's post-play, you're looking at 4th and long. If it's during the play, we could have something very different. Let's see. Dead ball, so this is post-play, personal foul, Strath Haven. Dead ball, personal foul, Upper Darby, that'll offset. Okay. So both teams will have their players warned to keep it clean for the final minute of regulation here. 28-14 Panthers. Strath Haven with the football at the 15-yard line, I believe. They still haven't spotted the ball.
Yeah, they haven't spotted the ball. I'm trying to figure out what the...
You're at 14? All right, at the 14, you'd be looking at a 31-yard field goal, or you try 4th down and about 11. So Kitchen goes backwards for 4 yards. And now, with the clock stopped, I think Strath Haven probably should call timeout and figure out what they want to do here. Well, now he's going to at least get an explanation from the officials.
Yeah, it's the officials' timeout, right?
All right. Okay. So 57 seconds to go here in regulation. Panthers just that close to going to 5-0 on the season with Radnor looming 7 days from now up on Lancaster Avenue in St. David's. So we'll be on the road, ready to go. Again, yep. All right, here we go. 4th down and about 11 for the Panthers, and now timeout Upper Darby. They want to talk things over after all of that, and we'll take a short one with them. How about a 30-second spot here from another terrific sponsor? Thanks again for joining us live on the archive on havenfootball.net.
And now I'm not ready. Is that right? Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Have nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Upper Darby High School. 49 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Strath Haven looking at 4th down and 11 from the Upper Darby 14-yard line. The referees coming to this near sideline to get something sorted out with the Upper Darby coaching staff here. But in the meantime, 4th and 11, and the kids are all in their stances and say, yeah, guys, take a rest here. Take a knee. It's going to be a moment.
Go back and huddle.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute.
I think there's a clock issue. We're somehow down to 49.5 seconds
on
the clock.
I thought, weren't we at 57 before
somewhere?
Something like that? Okay.
Just under a minute, and we're now somehow under 50 seconds without a play being run.
Okay. All right. So looks like they'll get some things squared away. Panthers, I guess the safe play here is do not try a 31-yard field goal with a swirling wind and give Upper Darby any reason to get a block and a big play, but see what the Panthers decide here on 4th down and 11. Motion man is Kaufman. Back to pass is Kitchen. Looking, floating it to the flat, incomplete. Good, safe decision by Kitchen. Very well covered on this near sideline was James Fisher, and Kitchen with a smart play to just throw it away and live to fight another day. So, with 39 seconds remaining on the game clock, Upper Darby trailing by 2 scores. Needless to say, they need a huge play. Panther defense, my guess is they are going to say, look, everybody's going to play back. Nobody in a purple shirt gets behind you, and see what they can drum up.
Well, I mean, at this stage of the game, it's not so much about winning the game for Upper Darby. It's can we put another 6 on the board? Can we find a way in 39 seconds to throw a pass, make a clean run, break something open? When you're down, 0-4, you take your victories where you can. I think certainly they've had their victories against Strath Haven. They've held them well. They did well, particularly in the first half.
All right, referees getting back into position here with 43 seconds on the game clock. All right, so they've reset the game clock to 43 seconds. You'll have to check out All right, here we go. Sarju back on 1st and 10. Steps up in the pocket, looking. He wants it all deep down the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Ben Milligan. Coming the other way, takes a knee at the 35-yard line. Smart play by the junior on his first interception of the season. And then you're going to get some flags for some extracurriculars post-play. Panthers going to jog it to the sideline, hoping cooler heads prevail. But Ben Milligan has sealed it with an interception. Second interception for the Panthers defense this year, one from Shane Green a few weeks ago, and now Milligan with his first on the season. Good work there by the Panther defense. 5-0 is 5-0. And here we go with 33 seconds to go. The Panthers will get the snap it once and take a knee. And wow, it's exciting, Mike. I mean, again, not huge plays, not a lot of, as you call them, breakout plays over and over, but timely plays.
Well,
and big plays in certain moments.
And James Fisher had that first breakout, which really kind of set the tone. We didn't get a lot of we had a long pass, there were some breakout plays, but not the usual explosiveness that we expected from Haven. But it was enough. They played well enough and moved the ball well enough to do what they needed to do. And Upper Darby gave them everything they had. I mean, there's not much that Upper Darby has to hang their head about. They did as well as they could and gave them a game.
All right, snap, knee, that will start the clock, and that should do it for the ball game. Clock at 28 seconds. Referees will not spot it again, and it's outside of 25 seconds, and yeah, that will do it. All right, well, Strath Haven moves to 5-0. Upper Darby falls to 0-5, but again, first-year head coach Darrell Delaney, there are some good things happening here, and some young, aggressive talent in the pipeline. So I think the Royals have a lot to feel good about, certainly in the weeks ahead and in the years to come as well. The clock has struck 0. We'll take a short time out, be back for a quick wrap-up, and talk about next week. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
We're going to be more than a moment because I'm not ready yet. Okay, here's the moment.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Upper Darby High School, where the Panthers victorious here for the first time in about a decade, as they take it 28-14. Panther offense steady, not spectacular, but steady indeed. Had several good moments on defense tonight, giving up only one scoring drive. The other Upper Darby touchdown came on the other side of the ball with a fumble return by O'Kine in the second quarter. But Panthers had a little adversity, bounced back from it. We've come to expect that with 3 tight victories the last 3 weeks.
Yep, we sure have.
So if nothing else, Mike, this is a battle-tested, tough bunch of kids.
They know how to play football. They know what they've got. It doesn't always work out the way we think it should necessarily. But I think on the field they're confident. They keep pounding away. They're going to find some openings or get some cracks. They'll take advantage of what they can. And that makes for a good football team. How well they can do, and we get, with Garnet Valley, with other teams that may have a winning record. I mean, we've seen them against Springfield. We've seen them against Ridley, and they pulled victories out of that as well. Both of games we thought by the third quarter we're definitely going to lose. So, it is what it is. They've got their act together. Hopefully it'll continue. I think, Radnor's going to be Radnor's got a tough year this year, so we'll see what that game looks like. But then, of course, they've got to face Garnet Valley. Of course, they don't want to think about that. They're going to think about Radnor. So we'll see you next week.
Next week, indeed. We'll be on the road, 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff up in St. David's. Thanks again to Mike Clancy. Fantastic work on the camera as always. Hope to see Pete Fulgenetti back out here soon enough. But in the meantime, Andrew Kaufman and Mike Mayer, fantastic job tonight and throughout the weekend. Rainy weekend. Stay dry, stay safe, everybody. And check out the stats, highlights, and a whole lot more upcoming in the days ahead on havenfootball.net. Once again, your final score tonight, Strath Haven 28, Upper Darby 14. Brian Carroll signing off. Good night, everybody, and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of HavenFootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching and good night.